Hello and welcome to MaritimeSportsCards.com. This is going to be break number 010. Tonight we are featuring a box of 23-24 Upper Deck Series 2, two boxes of Series 2, one box of Series 1, and two boxes of 23-24 SP Game Used. Got a lot to break tonight and a good value of products. I added all this up. Current retail, we're sitting at around $750, including tax. There's some certain Bedard effect that's going on with all of the different hobby products of 23-24 that he is in. Currently at my local hobby shop, this SP Game Used is going for $300 plus tax. What do we got for Series 2? I think is at $379 plus tax, and Series 1 is at $179 plus tax. So, geez, crazy pricing. I'm glad to be in a break because, of course, you can soften the blow a little bit there, and I hope that I'm adding good value for all of you that are watching and participating. I think what we'll do tonight is start off with our Series 2, move into some SP Game Used, maybe a Series 1. We'll shake it up a little bit. I'm going to start with this first box up top. But before we do that, of course, we have to randomize our participants and teams, see who is going to be assigned to which team. So give me 1 second here while I pull that up on the screen. And as always, we will randomize the list 3 times. So on the left, we'll have a list of participants. We'll randomize that 3 times. We'll hit up the list of teams 3 times, randomize that, and put it all up in a graphic for you. So without further ado, let's pop up our randomizer. All right, we do have quite a few different participants tonight, some new people, so welcome. If you're new to MaritimeSportsCards.com, welcome aboard. I think we have 13 unique people in the break tonight, so awesome. We've got a few people doubling down. We got Glenn P with 6 spots. We've got Rich with 3, Matt with 4. Who else do we have? We've got, there's one other person I think that had 3 spots. It's a little small on my screen, so apologies I can't read it as well as you can, but give me a sec. I'm going to get these randomized up. All right, so there is once, twice, and 3 times for our list of participants. I'm going to do the same thing here for the list of teams. As we can see, both lists have been randomized 3 teams. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to take all of this, paste it into a graphic so I can put it up on the screen, make it a little easier for everyone to see which participant has which team. So I'm just going to go AFK for 1 sec. Be right back. All right, got those all randomized up. Just going to throw the graphic up 1 second. Okay, there we go. We've got the list of teams up, so hopefully everyone can see that better than I can, as I'm a little tiny monitor here. But we got a good mixture, and as you can see, where there would be a Chicago logo, it says NA. Why is that? Well, because in the breaks that I do, I really like to make sure that everybody's got a shot at Connor Bedard cards. I've seen plenty of breaks, and when I first started out, I was also selling spots for Chicago. And if you end up with multiple Connor Bedards, the same person gets all of the Bedards, and that's just not cool. So the way we do it here is we only sell 31 spots. We do not sell the Chicago spot, and then we randomize all Chicago cards amongst any participant in the break. So at the end of the break, we'll take all the Chicago cards. I'll put them in order from 1 to however many there are, and then we'll randomize the list of participants and just go down the list from there. And we'll assign them the first card to the first person, so on and so forth. And that way, everybody has an equal shot at Bedard should there be multiples, which would that not be awesome? And yes, before we get started, I see Casey has said RIP to Bob Cole. Unfortunately, the hockey world has lost one heck of a commentator. Bob Cole died today at the age of 90. Rest his soul. One amazing announcer. If you follow NHL for any length of time, and if you did watch the Toronto Maple Leafs, that was his home team that he announced for. I think one of the best lines I ever heard was Wendell Clark was back checking, and he was coming up on one of the forwards that was heading in, and he got the stick up between the legs, and Bob Cole says, "Oh, he got him with the old separator." One of my favorite lines by Bob Cole. Definite legend for sure, and he will be missed. We may actually use that later on as our code word. For those that aren't familiar, at some point during the break tonight, I will ask everyone to put the code word in chat. Anyone that puts the code word in chat will be eligible to win this Connor Bedard card. So this card was released for the National Hockey Card Day, which happened earlier this month, and you could pick these up at your local hobby shops, or at least participating local hobby shops. Not all of them had them. So this one was the special card. This is the NHCD 31. There's also another Bedard card in the set, which is just numbered 1, and then there's also some inserts that were available. So this is a base card number 31. That they were giving out separate from the base set itself. So somebody tonight's going to walk away with this card. So there's at least one Bedard tonight guaranteed that we'll be giving away. And without further ado, I'm going to... Oh, geez, I had this team list up over top of that. I was trying to show the card there. Sorry, this is the Connor Bedard card that I was talking about. Apologies for that. We will dive right into this Series 2 box. Good luck, everyone. All right, so anyone that is new to breaks or new to my break, typically the way I like to do this is the very first card in the break, or first pack, sorry, in the break. We'll go a little bit slower. We'll walk through what's inside of the pack and what some of the possibilities are. And then from there, we'll whiz through them a little bit quicker, stopping only just to check out the inserts. As with most breaks, I'm not aware of any break that mails out base cards. I do not mail out the base cards. Base cards stay with me. And what I do is when I go to local shows, which I do have one coming up on May 4th, I give the base cards away to kids. So I bundle them up, put them in tins or little packages, and when I see kids coming by the table, I give the base cards to them. So it's a good way to give back to the community, get some kids involved, and hopefully they get hooked into the hobby. It'll be something they participate in later in life. Plus, it's just too darn expensive right now for them to be purchasing anything, especially a Series 2. So the base cards are not mailed out to you, just the insert and parallel cards. If there are any questions, of course, go ahead and pop them in chat. Happy to respond as best as I can. And here is the typical makeup of the flagship product. This is Series 2. You get your gloss cards here on front and back with glossy stats and so on. And you'll have a series of base cards here. And then in the center, we'll have 3 what they call hit cards or insert cards. Here's our very first one, Instinctive. Instinctive are a bunch of goalie inserts. So there's Bobrovsky. If anyone watched that game the other night, Tampa Bay versus Florida, that might have been a series saver. One hell of a save. He reached behind the back, stopped Dumba. I'm sure that'll be on highlight reels for some time to come. Just a pretty wicked stop. We got Deep Roots, and we have a portrait. The rest of the cards in the pack will all be base, and so we won't go through all of these, but set those aside. So that's the makeup of a typical pack. So from here on out, we'll just fly through some of those base cards and look only at the insert parallels. Okay, so we got our base here. We got a Dazzler. So congrats to Detroit. Raymond. Got an Ecliptic here, Dreisaitl. Goes out to Edmonton. And our very first Young Gun, congrats to Edmonton. Put that in a top loader here. So in a typical hobby box, you're going to get 6 Young Guns. And sometimes you can get lucky and get some Young Gun canvas or some sort of a parallel of Young Gun, which does not count towards your 6 Young Guns, which is kind of cool. We got a Sidney Crosby. This is a player character, and this one is the I forget what the heck that's called now. It's been a while. In fact, I had some of you who are clearly conspiracy theorists that said, hey, remember when you had that break? The last break I did was on April 4th, which happened to be my wedding anniversary. To which all of you on YouTube wished my wife a happy anniversary, and that was awesome of you. But then the very next week, there was no break. So people were like, oh boy, what happened? Must have been because I was breaking on my anniversary. No, I was away for a work trip and just couldn't do a break last Thursday. So it had nothing to do with my anniversary. So it has been a little bit since the last one. All right, what do we got here? We got a canvas and a superstar and honor roll. Rest of base. We got it instinctive. Boy, he hasn't been playing too well yet. Hopefully he'll start to play a little bit better. Neither has his counterpart. Here we go, another Young Gun. We've got a Washington Capitals Clay Stevenson, so congrats to Washington. I'll get that sleeved up in just a sec, but right behind it I do see an Outburst, so I'm going to go directly to that card, and then we'll sleeve them both up. What do we got here? Thomas Novak, so congrats to Nashville on the Outburst card. Yeah, boy, that series, that's a lot of goals. You think, 2 teams in the NHL at the Stanley Cup playoff level would not be letting in the amount of goals that they have. That Colorado-Winnipeg series, my goodness. Be a battle of offense. Hey, we had a player character. Another Young Gun, John Beecher. Boy, this guy follows me around. I think I've said that a couple times. I tend to get his Young Gun constantly on anything that I open for me. Of course, I've been following the Toronto Boston series. He actually had a really good game last night, his first NHL playoff game. He did quite well, I must say. I am a Toronto fan, so it pains me to say that, but he did play well. A rookie. Congrats to Boston on Young Guns. So that's 3 Young Guns out of the 6. Here, let me just put these up here for now. Get them out of the way. So if you are watching tonight, I do see a number of you that are watching, which is totally awesome. Thanks for joining us live here on YouTube for the break. I did fix the emote thing, so if you put an emote in chat, it should come up on the screen as we're breaking, which is kind of fun. So if you want to try that out, give it a whirl. All right, we've got an instinctive, a deep roots, and an honor roll. There goes Casey's Flame floating around the screen. We got a Director of Boards. Another Young Gun. Congrats to Philly. And we got a canvas in behind. So if you are just joining us, I did mention at some point during the stream here tonight, I will be mentioning a code word. When I do say that code word, as long as you put that into the chat, doesn't matter if you are a paying participant or just watching the stream here tonight, you will be eligible to win a Connor Bedard card, this one right here. So stay tuned for that code word, which will be coming up at some point during the break. Swap that screen over, put the teams back up in case you are just joining and wondering which team you were assigned. I'll throw that up on the screen there in the upper right. And we have a monster season. Monster season, man. Monster first game. 5 assists in a playoff. There's another back-to-back McDavid player character and an honor roll. We've got an Ecliptic. This is the Sparkle version. That's the word I was trying to come up with a little while ago. Got a canvas and an honor roll. Down to 3 packs left in this first box of Series 2. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 Young Guns. So we're going to have 2 Young Guns, or at least 2 Young Guns out of these last 3 packs, pardon me. Ecliptic, Sidney Crosby, Deep Roots with a Crosby, back-to-back Crosbys. And we've got a Montreal Young Gun. Congrats to whoever has Montreal. Get that sleeved up. Oh, we got a highlighter. So this is a clear-cut highlighter. Congrats to whoever has Vegas. Phil Kessel, the hot dog man. Player character, and our last Young Gun going out also to Montreal, or potentially our last Young Gun, should be. So congrats to Montreal, 2 Young Guns there. Get this highlighter also sleeved up. Unique card. And our last pack for the first box of Series 2. A Director Boards. Oh, we have a Matthew Nyes Fluorescence. Congrats to Toronto. That's a pretty sweet looking card. And then our portrait here. Okay, let's get those all set aside. Not a bad box. Of course, we got our 6 Young Guns. None of them super good ones. Although I'd say Beecher's probably up there. Some of these are certainly some upper comers. We got the highlighter of Kessel, the fluorescence there, and of course the Silver Outburst. I'm just going to set those off to the side. Bring up our next box. I think we'll dive into Series 1. We'll break open Series 1 and we'll maybe go back to an SP game used. Right after that, so we'll pop this Series 1. It's been so long since I opened a Series 1 box. I gotta be honest, I kind of forget what the inserts were. If you are watching, I'd be very curious to hear your thoughts on the approach that we take with our breaks here with randomizing Chicago. Not putting it up for sale, that it's something we just randomize. Hopefully everyone's appreciating it. The feedback so far has been pretty good, but always looking for anything we can do to help improve our breaks. So here we are into Series 1. Should have the same format as Series 2. It's a tough one to open. bunch of base cards are inserts in the center. So here we are with our base cards. There's our first insert, a stat box filler, Kaprizov, a portrait, and a canvas, Hagee. And the rest will all be base. Like the idea of possibly being able to swap teams. Yeah, Casey, you know what? I have thought about that. I may do that in a future break. Leave it up to the participants to say, hey, if anyone wants to trade any teams, you can certainly do that. Not for tonight, but definitely something I have thought of. So thanks for that feedback, and I will definitely keep that in mind. Okay, we got a 200 by 85 Nick Suzuki on a roll, and another canvas. Good, loving the feedback that everyone likes the whole Chicago randomized approach. I think I will keep up with that. Got our 200 by 85 on a roll. Another canvas. We're on a roll with these canvases. The other thing that I do like to do is try to keep the breaks at a reasonable cost. We got a heck of a lot of product out here, like I said, including tax tonight, $750-ish worth of retail product. If you go to a local hobby shop, that's what it would cost to buy all this stuff. And if you divide that out by 31, you can kind of see where the cost is, plus mailing and everything else. I do this because I enjoy ripping cards. I have a lot of fun with it, and hopefully you do too. And so I like to keep it reasonably priced. I'm not here to make money. I'm here to have some fun. All right, what do we got here? We got a Mitch Marner, so the Star Zone. Teacher's Pet, Jonathan Tays, and our very first Young Gun of Series 1. Congrats to the Preds, whoever has the Preds. See a few new people just joining in. And I would like to remind you that at some point during the stream tonight, I will be giving out a code word. When I tell you to put the code word into chat, that's all you have to do. Put the code word into chat. And if you do that, you will be entered into a draw to win this Connor Bedard card. So everyone watching tonight will have a shot at this particular card. And all you got to do is put the code word in when I tell you. You don't even have to be participating in the break, just watching. All right, so we got a Star Surge here, Kent Johnson. Oh, we got a clear cut. So Kapanen, congrats to the Blues. And right behind that, a Young Gun, congrats to Anaheim. Ollie Eriksson Ek. And not a bad pack there. Young Gun and a clear cut. Haven't found one worthy of the card cam yet. Special edition. Debut dates, Edvinsson. And Edvinsson back-to-back. Had a few of those tonight. We had back-to-back McDavid's, back-to-back Crosby's, and now Edvinsson. Congrats to Detroit on the Young Gun. We got a Dazzler. Congrats to Tampa. Rookie retrospective. And a honor roll. Star Surge debut dates, and we got a Young Gun coming up in behind that. Congrats to Edmonton on Desharnais. What's that? Four young guns so far. Got 4 packs left. Also new to the site, if you go to the MaritimeSportsCards.com, I have added a menu at the top. If you click on the release dates, I have tried to keep up with when a new product will be releasing. So I've added a list there. Please keep in mind it does seem to change quite frequently. Oh, look at that. Sorry, I had to interrupt. Congrats to the Devils on the exclusives. That's a pretty sweet hit. It is numbered 23 of 100. Congrats to the Devils. I'm just going to slip that right in behind while I finish off. And we got a young gun here for the Sharks. Congrats to the Sharks. Let me just set those down and get these sleeved up. Nice hit. That one might be worthy of our card cam. Throw that one up. There it is. And we get our young gun here. I'll sleeve it up here. Yeah, so I was saying I'd put the release dates up, but keep in mind they do tend to change fairly often. The dates that Upper Deck has given don't seem to always jive with what the actual release dates are. I believe the next hockey product that's going to be out will be Trilogy, coming on May 8th, but I can't say that with any certainty. And thank goodness, because it seemed like we're getting a new product almost every week there for a bit. So nice to take a little bit of a breather for those that are trying to keep up with all the various products and sets that are out there. It can take its toll. So we got a Teacher's Pet. We got another canvas here. Down to 2 packs left here in Series 1. I do try to make sure that I've got whatever the new product is out in the break. But like I said, sometimes trying to pin them down on when it's coming out can be a challenge. Then there's the issue of it's supposed to come out, but it doesn't arrive at the hobby shop, and so it's a day late. Hey, Star Zone, Sidney Crosby, stat box filler there, Marner, and Devin Levi. There's a pretty sweet looking young gun. Congrats to Buffalo. He's playing pretty well there. And we got our last one coming up. I think, though, that is our 6 young guns. 2, 4, 5, 6. That is our 6. Last pack. Premiere on the 1st, Synergy on the 8th, Trilogy on the 15th. I had heard the same thing, Acadian Cards. However, I checked with the local hobby shop, 2 shops I asked, and they had told me that Premiere may be coming out, Synergy might be pushed, and Trilogy might be moved ahead. So like I said, I can't say with any certainty. I'm doing my best to keep up with it, but I could be wrong. Oh, we got an Outburst. Congrats to the Islanders on the Ryan Pulock card. The Silver Outburst. Not a bad box whatsoever. Get these base cards out of the way. So what do we end up here? We got our young guns. We got Devin Levi. We got a San Jose Oilers with Desharnais, Edvinson. That's a good one as well, I'd say. Eriksson Ek. Jake Livingston. Got our exclusive card. That's definitely the box hit for sure. Congrats again to New Jersey. And then we got a clear cut of Kapanen and a Silver Outburst for the Islanders. So all around, pretty darn good. Gonna set those aside, and I think we'll pop into an SP Game Used. Semi-premium product, or at least it is in the Bedard era. It's currently selling at most hobby shops right now for around that $300 plus tax mark, which is pretty pricey. Collect 4 hits per box, including 1 autograph, memorabilia, and tech cards on average 1 pack per box, 6 cards per pack. So 6 cards at $300, you're literally averaging $50 a card. So it's really, I don't want to say it's Bedard or bust, because that would be unfair. There are some pretty sweet cards in here. besides Bedard. But in terms of overall value, of course, his card's going to be the most. But there are some pretty decent valued cards in here. I have seen some folks open some pretty lemon boxes that I've been watching online, and that's a darn shame, but that's all part of the chase, right? So this product with only 6 cards in the pack is pretty hard to do a slow reveal. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the pack, I'll set a blank on top, and I'll do my best to just reveal one card at a time, but it's a little bit challenging. Try not to see the card here at the back. And I'll look just at the top card here. Or maybe, you know what? Forget that. I'm just going to show you the cards. We'll just go down the list here. So we got a Dylan Gunther. This one is number 29 out of 121. Took me a little bit to figure out the numbering system, but it is actually out of 100, and they add on the draft year. So he was drafted in 21, so cards are out of 21. So 29 out of 21. Congrats to the Coyotes. Whoever has the Coyotes. That one down here, we've got our deep cuts. This is Cal McCarr. Congrats to Colorado. This one is numbered 174 of 250. Let's pull one from here. We've got a New Grooves card. This one is 4 out of 10. Congrats to Ottawa. Ridley Gregg, Toronto's favorite player. We have a backwards card. Heiskanen. Let me just flip that over. Not sure what's going on with that. Oh, it's an auto. It's a patch auto. Congrats to Dallas. So we got our jersey patch here and a sticker auto. I will just see if that is in fact game used. Certified to have been used in an official NHL game, so it is in fact game used. Congrats to Dallas. We got another jersey card here. Brendan Saad. Congrats to St. Louis. And our last card, oh, it's a Fabrics. This one is Roman Josi, another jersey card here. This is from the Global Series, not numbered. And I don't think this one's game used. Being used. Didn't say game used at the Global Series, but nonetheless, not bad there. Congrats to the Preds. Let me just grab some sleeves here. I see so many people online that are ripping or breaking cards, and the first thing they do when they see a jersey is start scratching on it. It's not a scratch and sniff. You just don't do that. Good way to wreck your card. Get them sleeved up. Put them in some top loaders. Looks like that might have a little tiny ding in the corner, perhaps. And this one is a base version of the deep cuts. There is a red parallel that you can get, so all of the cuts are actually red. This one's just a base. It's a pretty neat looking card, though. All right, so get these all in sleeves. And then we'll go on to a box of Series 2, and then we'll finish up with the last box of SP Game Used. Just before we crack that Series 2 box, we'll do our code word and give away our... well, we won't give the Bedard card away yet. We'll do the code word, but we'll randomize amongst everyone after the break is done. So we did get an auto. Not complaining about that. Dallas. We got a card out of 10. I can't complain about that. And that auto, by the way, is out of 99. It's 69 of 99. He's getting. let's see. We'll put that. Maybe we'll put that 1 out of 10 under the card cam for now. Leave these up, and hopefully we'll find something in Series 2 to take the place of some of these. All right, on to Series 2. Kind of lucked out a little bit tonight. I know the Stanley Cup playoffs are on. We're all obviously hockey fans, so that's a challenge when you're doing breaks during playoffs. But fortunately, not a single Canadian team playing tonight, although some of you may in fact be Florida, Tampa, Islanders. You may be fans of those. I do appreciate you taking the time to pop in and watch. As promised, we will do our code word. So if you are watching this live at the moment, all you have to do is put Bob Cole in chat or something about Bob Cole, tribute, story, anything that says Cole in it, Bob Cole, and you will be put into a draw. After the break is finished, I'll do a draw. I'll randomize it amongst everybody that said something about Bob Cole in chat, and the winner will get this Connor Bedard card here from the National Hockey Card Day. This is NHCD number 31. So again, just put in Bob Cole or a story or anything like that, and you will be entered in to win that card. Let's see, one person so far looking to win the card. There we go. Second. Don't be shy. It's okay. And for those that are new, we do have a kind of a fun feature where you can put in any sort of emote and it should float across the screen. So if you want to play around with some emotes while we're breaking, feel free to do so. Okay, we got our very first insert here. We got an Ecliptic, Pasternak, Pasta, Malkin, Nesterenko. I got a few more people that are watching that have not yet put a Bob Cole in. Don't have to. If you don't want to win the card, that's totally fine. Or if you're a little shy, that's okay. Instinctive. Yeah, we got an Archer Silovs, young gun. Congrats to Vancouver. Might be needing somebody with Thatcher Demko out. Canvas. And of course the instinct. Yeah, the instinct of the rest are base. Yeah, that Demko thing injury, but that's not looking good for the Canucks. He's certainly one of their star players, and definitely without a star goalie, that's going to be a bit of an uphill battle for them against Nashville. They're saying week to week, so it does not look like he's going to return in this series. They're going to have to get by Nashville first. Okay, we've got a sparkle version of Instinctive, a parallel. A canvas. And a Luke Hughes portrait. There's a good portrait. Oh, we got a pink Dazzler. Darlene, congrats to Buffalo. PC at Panarin, and a young gun of Ludwig. Congrats to Pittsburgh. Let's throw that sparkle in a top loader for her, or Dazzler, sorry. There's a couple more Bob Coles trailing in. If you're just joining us, all you got to do is put Bob Cole in chat to be eligible to win a Connor Bedard Hockey Card Day in Canada card. Monster Season. PC and honor roll. A Cole Caulfield, Sparkle Parallel. Canvas, Kane, and Brent Burns on the portrait. Pop those teams back up again in case somebody isn't sure which team they've got. Director boards. Deep roots. There he is, guys! Connor Bedard! Sweet! Unbelievable. That is awesome. Put that up on the overhead. And since we do not assign Chicago, I mean, somebody here tonight is walking away with this Connor Bedard. We will certainly randomize that at the very end. But wow, love it. This is the second Connor Bedard Young Gun that we have pulled in our breaks this year so far. And I'm just looking at, it's hard to see through the camera. I'm just kind of looking at the quality here to see if there's anything standing out to me. It looks to be in pretty good shape. We'll put that under the magnifier later after I get it sleeved up and everything, but overall looks good. I will say, whoever does end up with this, I sent one in myself that I got out of a box that I opened, and it looked perfect. It looked pristine. The corners, everything was awesome. What I did not see is a very fine print line that was running kind of right across the neck of this person with the long hair. And so if you do get this card, pay particular attention to the surfaces of the card, not just the corners and edges. Oh, I love seeing that sort of stuff. Congrats. Congrats to whoever's getting this. That makes me feel just awesome. Sorry, Mr. Ridley Gregg, you're coming out from underneath the card cam. We have got to get that swapped up. I don't think there's anything that could, well, that's not true. I was going to say, I don't think there's anything tonight that could bump that off, but there are some pretty sweet Bedard cards available in SP Game Use. So, fingers crossed. But one Bedard and one of the best ones we could have asked for. So, absolutely fantastic. Forgot we had more cards to open. Got so excited there. All right, we got a Gaudreau. And okay, so if you've then we've got another Young Gun of Kesserling, so congrats there to the Coyotes. We've got a Young Gun canvas, and we have a Boston Young Gun here. He played in his first NHL playoff game last night and actually had a pretty good game. For a defenseman to come in and play the way he did, quite impressed. Why am I laughing? I'm laughing because there is this theory out there that if you find Mason Lohrei in a box, Bedard Young Gun is going to be in that same box. And it has held true now for 3 boxes that I have personally opened, either in breaks or myself, where when he's in the box, Bedard's in the box. 3 times I have broke boxes here live to you on YouTube. We found this Young Gun and there was no Bedard in the box. So that theory is completely bust, but not for tonight. Tonight, here he is. All right, got to get this other canvas Young Gun sleeved up. So I will say, while I've got everyone here that's watching, if you see the Bedard card, of course, that could be yours. If you're participating tonight in the break, if you would like that card shipped, expedited, or tracked shipping, please contact me because there will be an additional charge for that. The break fee only includes sending via regular Canada Post. Given the nature of that card, it is my high recommendation that you do have this thing sent, tracked, and through a source that maybe we can put some insurance on it. I would hate for it to go missing in Canada Post, and I am not responsible once it leaves my place and I put it into the mail courier, whatever, that it's off to you. I can't be responsible for it, so let's get it under some tracked mail. I will also reach out if the person that wins it is not watching tonight. I will reach out to them with that offer because I'd hate for something to go wrong there. Ooh, we got a black and white canvas. Congrats to the Kraken. And we got a Dustin Wolf. So far, I will knock on wood, but we have shipped some pretty decent cards through Canada Post, and so far everything has arrived without any sort of problems. And hopefully, if you're watching here tonight, you feel the same way. The cards that have been coming to you have been packed well and haven't had any issues on the shipment side. Just joining us, of course, we did just pull a Connor Bedard Young Gun. You can see it there under the card cam. And that will be going out to somebody who is participating in tonight's break. Hey, we got a Blue Dazzler going out to the Islanders. Upside Down McKinnon. And a Luke Phillips. So we have another Chicago Young Gun. That will also be randomized for tonight. So Luke Phillips, that will be going to somebody as well. I will also go back through all of these, the insert cards that we got, and just double check there's not some Chicago cards there, because those will also be randomized tonight. Down to our last pack, and by my count, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there is, or should be, a Young Gun in this pack as well. Oh, we've got an outburst coming. Doesn't appear to be a Young Gun outburst, although wouldn't that be awesome? Got our Instinctive. There's a Young Gun going out to Tampa, so congrats. And right in behind that, Heiskanen. Congrats to Dallas. That's 2 Heiskanen cards for tonight. This one's Silver Outburst. The other one was a jersey card out of SB Game Used. Boy, can't complain about that box whatsoever. Silver Outburst done up. Of course, we've got our Bedard Young Gun there. We've got a Lori Young Gun for Boston. We have a Pittsburgh Young Gun, Tampa, Chicago, which will get randomized. I will set that aside so I remember to make sure I do randomize that one. We've got a Vancouver. We have another Young Gun here, Canvas, going out to Arizona. And then, of course, Silver Outburst and a Pink Dazzler. Those are kind of the bigger hits from the box there. All pretty good. Of course, doesn't compare to the Bedard, but wow. And folks, we still have 1 box to go. Still got an SP Game Used to go. Before I do dive into that, I want to make sure I mention that there were some new releases just last week. Of course, Black Diamond. I want to talk about a premium product. This one is currently going for close to $500 Canadian plus tax at my local hobby shop. Anyway, I have seen them as low as $450-ish, but a premium product is, again, 6 cards in a pack, and some pretty nice potential in here. This is in next week's break, which is up on the website now. You can certainly purchase into next week's break, but this will be one of the products that we're opening next week. So if that excites you, make sure you get your spot. And also, the Connor Bedard collection was released the same day, so last week as well. This one here, a little bit disappointing. I was hoping that in each of these boxes there would be something along the lines of the Star Rookie boxes, where there would be like a Dazzler or some kind of insert. There is, in select boxes, we'll have a rare autograph card, and this is very rare. I went and bought like 8 of these. I opened one just so I could see what was inside, and the cards are actually quite nice. They're beautiful cards, but I don't know if I'm going to open up the rest of them. I mean, it intrigues me. I'm like, man, what if I have that rare autograph in one of those boxes? So I don't know. I might open one or 2 or 3 more. Who knows? All right, let's dive into our last box for tonight. Our SP game used. And we'll cross our fingers for another really nice hit of some kind. And so I'm not going to really bother trying to hide and slow reveal these. I know it's kind of fun. I'll do my best. Okay, we got a Zubov card, so a legend. This one is numbered 151 of 253. So congrats to the Stars. Right in behind that, we got a Brindamore, another legend. This is a gold legend. This one is numbered 60 of 188. Congrats to the Carolina Hurricanes. It feels like a little bit thicker card. I'm gonna go from the back on this one. Okay, we got a Carlton the Bear Fabrics. Congrats to Toronto. It's from the All-Star game of 2023. So the most recent All-Star game. We have an authentic rookie of Matthew Poitras. There's a pretty sweet card. Congrats to Boston. Okay, that is a jersey card. Not numbered, but a jersey card. Then we have a Anton Lundell. So congrats to Florida. Another jersey card. Not numbered. And then we have right in behind this one, it is a thicker card. Let me see. Oh, it is an inked rookie sweaters of Dustin Wolf. Look at that patch. Congrats to Calgary. Numbered 15 of 35 and autographed. What a sick looking card. I'm going to assume this is also game used. Yep, game used. That is pretty sweet looking. Congrats to Calgary. What a way to end up the break tonight. Let's get all these put in some sleeves. Set that one just aside. I don't think I've got a sleeve here. I just want to nick the edge of the sleeve so that it'll fit in without any issues. So stick around, don't go anywhere, because we're going to randomize the Chicago cards here in just a moment and find out who gets our Connor Bedard Young Gun. Boy, I'm nervous for you. I'm not even eligible, and I'm nervous. A couple legends there in that box, and then, like I said, I just want to nick that sleeve so this one fits in a little bit smoother. I want to wreck the card. Jeez, these are the thick sleeves. I might have to actually. Oh no, there it goes. I was going to say I might have to get thicker sleeves. Yeah, I don't want to force that. We're going to get thicker sleeves. I'll leave that one out. So what do we get? Of course, we got the Dustin Wolf auto patch card over there out of 35. We've got the Carlton Fabrics, Matthew Poitras jersey card. Brindamore Legends. Another jersey here for Florida, Anton Lundell and Zubov. Numbered card out of 253. Set those over there. And let's get down to our Chicago cards. Just want to make sure I've got them all. Give me just 1 second. Let's go through the stack here. I want to make sure I didn't miss any. I don't think there was any other Young Guns other than the Phillip one. I didn't see any notable ones in the other inserts, but make sure we get them all. The Phillip one's off to the side. Let's take a quick look through our inserts here. So last chance, if you are watching, of course, I did say I'd give a code word throughout. If you put in Bob Cole into chat, you'll be entered into a draw to win a Connor Bedard National Hockey Card Day in Canada card. Just got to be watching. Don't have to necessarily be participating in the break. And I will do that, of course, after the break is finished. I'll put all the names in a randomizer, announce it on the Facebook page as to who won that card. Nothing from Series 2, so make sure there's nothing here in Series 1. Jonathan Toews. Okay. So, of course, Bedard will certainly be number 1. Put him off on that side over there. We've got Luke Phillip. That'll be number 2. Got a teacher's pet of Jonathan Toews. That'll be number 3. And then we got a Cole Gutman. Set that wolf off just to the side. This one is for the Bob Cole word, so if you haven't put it in already, go ahead and do so. That will be after the break. I'll randomize, put it up on Facebook. These are our cards here. Make sure they're all on camera. Yeah, you can see it. All right, so Bedard will be number 1. So whoever's in position 1 will get Bedard. Phillip will be number 2, Toews 3, and Gutman number 3. I'm going to pop this back over to the randomized screen, and I will randomize the list of participants one more time. So it'll actually say randomized 4 times at the bottom because, of course, we randomized it 3 times at the start of the break tonight. So it will read 4 times. And number 1 position, Bedard, 2, Phillip, 3, Toews, and 4, Gutman. Okay, so everyone can see right now it says it has been randomized 3 times at the bottom. I'm going to click the randomize button or the again button. It'll say 4 times at the bottom, and that's how we're going to assign these Chicago cards. Congratulations to Rich B. Rich B has taken home the Connor Bedard Young Gun. We have Matt P with the Luke Phillip Young Gun. Josh D taking home the next 2, Jonathan Toews and Cole Gutman. Congratulations, everybody, on their cards tonight. The next break that we have coming up is next Thursday. So it'll be on Thursday, May 2nd at 7 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Atlantic time. Monster break here. We're going with 5 boxes. We are starting off with Black Diamond. This is the new release for 23-24 Black Diamond. We've got a Series 2, 23-24 artifacts of this year, and then we're going for a little bit of a throwback. We're going to do some credentials and synergy from past years. So credentials and synergy thrown in there as well. So it's a 5-box break, $40 a spot, buy 3 or more spots, and it is $35 a spot. I don't think you'll find a better value out there for a break, especially one including a high-end product like Black Diamond. So please don't wait. Those spots, I think, are going to go relatively quick. It is live up on our site now at maritimesportscards.com. Again, thanks again for all your support. Rich B, if you are listening or watching, please reach out and let me know what you want me to do with this Bedard card. I will also send an email. Thank you, everyone, again, and we will see you next week.